So what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Division 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about the Division 2 new update. And we've had about a day to digest all the information we were given, and I really wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about it. We'll have a full discussion on it. We'll talk everything I think about it. I really want to be excited about this, but I do have some concerns, and I do hope they add some features, and we'll explain all that in this video. So before we get into the video, if you guys can leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys are concerned with anything that you read or you heard about the new update, let me know in the comments. But let's get right into it. So we all know that the update did come out from the Division 2 team yesterday, and the first thing I want to say that stood out to me when I read this whole thing was the date that they said. So they said this was coming out in February of 2022, and they said we would get the reveal in January of 2022. So just right off the bat, just thinking of that, I just want to pull up this list real quick. So I'm going to read off a couple names to you guys, a couple names of games that are launching in February and late January. So first you have the new Rainbow Six Extraction that comes out in January. You have Elder Ring February 25th, Dying Light 2 February 4th, Horizon Forbidden West February 18th. You have the Destiny 2 major expansion, The Witch Queen February 22nd, and then you even have Saints Row February 25th. And that doesn't mean that there isn't any other games that get pushed to that date or get pushed up. So that is a huge lineup of games coming to consoles and PC, and that are going to be competing against the Division update, right? Now, I want to say, if this update's going to be as big as they say it's going to be, I want to pair it up probably with what we saw in Division 1.8, which was a massive. Remember, we got Resistance, we got Skirmish, we got more classified gear sets, and we got a rework to a lot of the gear sets. So 1.8 was a huge update, and so many players got hyped for it. So many players came back and said, finally, the Division feels finished. Like, not finished as the game finished, but finished like a finished product. And I feel like 1.8 from the Division 2 is probably what we're going to see in this next update. Now, whether they call it an expansion, whether they call it an update, we don't 100% know, but I'm pretty sure based on what we read, it is an update. Now, this can all change as we get closer to the reveal date. So what I want to read right here is something that really stood out to me, right? It was this sentence right here. The title update will be one of the most ambitious to date. And then read this. We remain confident that this content will bring an exciting experience to our players and pave the way for future Division 2 with future title updates coming in 2022. So looks like we're getting a massive update, and then they can feed off of that with other title updates in 2022. So they plan on continuing this on all through next year, and most likely once they have one lined up, they're just going to continue to knock them out, because you got to think about it. It's been what, 2 years? It'll be 2 years since the last major update, Warlords in New York, and then we have small little things here and there, the summit. Besides that, nothing. But the fact that they're saying that this title update will be one of the most ambitious to date, that's where in my head I'm starting to think Division 1.8, right? Division 1.8. Now we continue on. There are a couple other things that I saw. Says the additional time that they're using to release this in February will allow our passionate development team to deliver the best quality of this new content. So what I'm thinking is they want to add more things than making it. I think if they would have brought something, say next month, they wouldn't be able to bring a total package, and people would be like, wow, this is what we waited for. So I think by them coming out saying that they're going to not delay it, but giving us official date in February and then having January as a reveal gives them 3 months to actually get this knocked out and bring us some substantial update that a lot of people are going to be like, wow, like something that you guys might have seen in the reveal for Ghost Recon Motherland. If you guys have watched that, if you haven't, I really recommend it. It's a free update that they totally are changing the game, and I think it's pretty good for the Ghost Recon fan base. I'm even excited to get back into that game. Now we keep going down. They talk about the road ahead, and this is where I thought was pretty interesting. So they talk about that on a monthly basis, they're going to do intelligent annexes where they give big reveal updates. So that means they no longer are going to stay quiet, right? They no longer are going to stay quiet. Like, we didn't hear anything from them for over like a year, right? Before like we got like pieces of information here, there, here, there, here, there. And then in March, we finally got the word, okay, they are creating content. And then look at this, right here it says, on a monthly basis, and until the big reveal of this update, we will release dedicated in-depth articles to detail key features and changes coming to the Division 2. So that is really, really cool. And just to think about why I think this is gonna be on the 1.8 revamp spectrum of Division 1, read this right here. It says, one of the key changes from the next update, the specialization revamp. So I can see that being a big part. And not only that, I've talked about it in my last video, classified gear, regular gear. There's so many there's so many gear sets that haven't been properly used because they just aren't good, right? To name a few, ongoing directive, not really used. Striker, which should be a fan favorite, not really used. Pieces that aren't really used that often, True Patriot used here and there. But there are a lot of these sets that can really be improved. Now think about it, Hunter's Fury, a fan favorite, Aces and Eights, another fan favorite. Even with the nerf, it still was really powerful. Now what I think they might be doing, right? I'm gonna throw this out there. I think classify sets are definitely a thing that are coming. I think being able to wear 5 and 6 pieces of a set and them revamping it a little bit will definitely allow you to use a full green set and add more build diversity. Also tweaking some of those brand sets that aren't hardly used, those weapon talents that aren't hardly used. I think they got some changes coming, and I really feel like 1.8 from Division 1 is really what we're getting with this big update for the Division 2. And the first key feature that really stood out to me was the revamp of the specializations, which there's a lot of specializations that we don't use, right? And our first information on this is actually going to be tomorrow. So I'm excited for that, and we'll be covering that on the main channel. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Now, they did talk about at the end of season 7 that ends in December, we will be organizing an in-game event, reintroducing some player favorite global events associated with new rewards and an apparel event, and will reveal more information about the event closer to its availability date. So there's going to be a special event, which I think might be that whole event that was supposed to happen. I'm just guessing in Kenley College. I believe that we were supposed to have an event, right? So I think that might be the event, right? It never came. So I think they might be organizing a pretty cool in-game event, fan favorite global events. We're gonna get those new rewards, an apparel event, and then that would carry us on until January. We get the reveal, and then all of a sudden in February we get the game, right? So it's just gonna be a big build up from December, January, February, or maybe it's a holiday season one, right? It could be a holiday season event. We'll see what happens. And then at the very end, they do say the reveal of the new season and its associated content, including new game mode, will happen in January. So the new season won't officially start till February, and all the information with that, plus that game mode, which, guys, I don't know what it is. So I want to talk to you guys a couple things. I'm excited for it, like 100%. I think this is great for the community. We've been waiting for so long. Anything is better than nothing, right? So I really think there's a big fan base out there ready to come back, but they really need to address a lot of the issues, right? So hopefully this revamp, hopefully what Yannick has said, that this is going to be the most ambitious reveal till date. And then not only that, I really hope that this new game mode can really grab the attention of not only the PvE side but also the PvP side. So whatever the game mode is, hopefully it can grab the attention of both, because that's what we want to do. We want to please both sides. Whether you're a PvP player, whether you're a PvE player, you want to please both sides, and I really hope that's what they do right here. I hope that's what we get from this. I hope it's a cool game mode. Hopefully it's something we never seen. At the end of the day, guys, I wish, like a lot of you, we would get survival. I think that game mode would set this whole expansion off. Like, I think if they would release whatever content they are, so if there's campaign missions, other missions, side missions, whatever they plan on doing, the revamp, and then they release survival as a standalone, not standalone, as in the game mode, it would set off the Division community. Now, do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't think that's going to happen. I think, number one, because they do have Division Heartland, and that's where, if they did survival, it might kill the fan base for Heartland, and who knows what Heartland's going to be. We've only seen one closed test, but I really think that that's not going to be the mode. But if it was, you guys know it would just explode. It would literally break the internet for the Division community. But I don't think that's going to be it. So hopefully it's a game mode that can really grab everyone's attention. What I don't want is them to release a game mode that everybody's disappointed with, something that we saw with Ghost Recon Frontline. And that could be the worst thing that happens to us, because that could really just discourage players from coming back. So hopefully that game mode is really good, number one. Number two, hopefully whatever content they have planned for that season is really good. And hopefully they give us some type of ending to FOLLW, like a cutscene or something to really, or if she's alive or whatever, however they twist it, they need to give us a better, she was a main character, that needs to be in there. At the end of the day, that 100% needs to be in there. Number two, the big thing, guys, they have to do cross save or cross-play. If they're not going to do cross-play, they need to do cross-save. At least cross-save for players who play on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, who have copies of all three. You should not have to grind on each platform if you bought the game on one and grind it, especially on a game like this. Destiny 2 has done it a long time ago. Come on, Division, give us at least cross-save. Hey, if you really want to hype the community, give us cross-play, but make sure, if you guys haven't followed Destiny, cross-play on the Destiny side. On the PvP side, only console plays against each other, but in the PvE open world, everybody plays together unless you are paired with a PC player for the PvP side, then that's when you guys all play together. So those are my biggest concerns at the end of the day. I really hope that the gameplay, the game mode is meaningful. Honestly, I think what would really set it off is survival, but I just don't think it's gonna happen, guys. To be honest with you, I 100% want it. I think it would be great for PvE and the PvP community because there's two modes in there, both, and I just don't know what this game mode is. But this game mode definitely cannot be a summit, right? Like they can't release something like what they released with the summit and all the players, because there was a lot of people disappointed with that. And that's what I'm worried about, that they can kill this new game mode, knock it out the park, so players are hyped off that. They're hyped off the content, the revamp, give us cross save, and baby, you can win back the community. So that was my little message to you guys, and hopefully the devs are watching. I know a lot of you guys enjoy this content. If there's anything you think that the Division 2 needs to succeed, let me know in the comments. I appreciate the love, the support you guys have been showing on this channel. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, hey, nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.